Today, I'm here at Thorncrest Ford, and we're going to go over 20 plus amazing features on a 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning, the pure electric EV. And I got to say, the engineers on this thing has maxed it out. Every single corner of this car has been optimized for user experience, and I'm excited to show you guys everything that there is. Let's get into it. Let's start at the front of the F-150 Lightning. All of this whole front grille area is closed off because electric cars don't need as much cooling, but there is a little bit of active air vents at the bottom here for the air condenser, because that's pretty much all you need. This car does have the front camera, side mirrors, so a 360 parking system. And one thing that's cool about the Lightning is you have this massive light strip bar that gives the whole front end of this F-150 an aggressive look at nighttime. So when it's coming up behind you, you're certainly going to know that it's there with this huge light bar. Now, with an EV, you don't have an engine inside, so that allowed Ford to do something pretty cool. And on the key fob, double-click this button, and the front frunk opens up. This takes the tailgating expression to a whole nother level. So you have all this front cargo room, and it tells you exactly how much right here. 400 liters of cargo room that can hold up to 400 pounds of weight. That's incredible. There's also some hooks here for your bags. There is access to the 12-volt battery after you remove that panel. You hop out, there's additional storage down below here for your factory charger that you're gonna get. So level 1 and level 2 is gonna be included. And thanks to the amazing salesperson, Jim, here at Thorncrest. So make sure you reach out to him at my email down below if you're looking to purchase a vehicle. But he was letting me know that Ford is gonna be partnering with Tesla. So you're gonna be able to charge all of your Ford EVs through the Tesla charging network, which is absolutely incredible. If you're doing some work at the front, you have a ruler here. You also have all of the plugs over here at the side. AC, USB-C, USB, inverter plugs, everything like that. All you need is up at the front. I just can't believe how big and spacious this frunk is. And when you are ready to close it, there's just a little button right here. Full power frunk for you. Now, moving on to the side of the F-150 Lightning, this one is a lariat trim, and it lets you know right here above your charging panel. So press that in, and you're gonna open up your level 1, your level 2, and your level 3 DC charging port right there at the front driver's side of the vehicle. Down here, we have 20-inch aero wheels with the all-terrain tires. Now, on the mirror, you have the side cameras for the 360 parking system. You have comfort door access, both the front and the rear doors. You also have a locking system on the door in case you lock your keys on the inside. That's never gonna be an issue. Here with the Ford, you have the black side steps to get up into the vehicle, which makes it very easy. It also continues on along the back, and there's a little bit of a back section for hopping up into the bed to check it out. There's so much stuff in the bed, I can't wait to show you. At the very back, you have the blue Lightning badge along the rear quarter panel there. And then Jim was also letting me know that the rear suspension is individual suspension. So instead of having the solid differential rear axle there, you have independent suspension at the back, which gives it even better handling over all the bumps that you're going to experience on the road. I love how at the back, the rear taillight design carries across the whole rear tailgate, just like the front does. So a very symmetry looks between the taillights and the headlight. And then when you're opening the tailgate, there's a small button right here. You click it, the gas shock slowly let it down. And then on top of that, there's another one right here. Pulls out, and then there's a step up in order to get into the bed area, and then this bed area is designed for the working person. There is measuring tapes built into the plastic here, there's trays for nails, there's jack points for clamps, there's a clamp post right here. There's just a ton of amount of stuff. Say that you're a carpenter and you're at the job site, this truck has got you covered. Now on top of the step, there's also this pole right here that comes out that gives you just a little bit if you need a hand up in order to stabilize yourself, and it just tucks right back away, just like that. Now, at the bed back here, there is all the converters you need. So if your house dies and you want to run your house off the battery pack in this trunk, you can do that. You've got 240 volt plug, you've got normal outlet plugs for cell phone chargers. Basically, this thing can generate the power for your house, and that is incredible in the back of this truck. This tailgate is super light when folding back up. Rear camera, trailer tow hitch comes standard. You also have proximity sensors for when you're backing up, and there's a rear upper camera up there for loading in the trailer for the fifth wheel of the gooseneck to make sure everything's lined up. You have that trailer camera. Now let's take a look at the back seats. Hopping into the back seat, I gotta say, I have so much room back here, it's incredible. I have so much leg room, so much headroom, not to mention a massive panoramic glass sunroof. I think this is class leading. Like, this is the biggest panoramic glass sunroof I've seen on any truck. This brown leather interior is fantastic. Rear cup holder option, and there's an incredible amount of storage underneath that we'll get to in a second. We also have rear heated seats, USB-C, USB port, and an inverter for if you just want to plug in directly to the power source. Now let's take a look at that rear storage space I was talking about. Pop the seat up like this, and you have a ton of rear storage. Let me show you on this side. There's a whole storage tray right here, but you can also pop this in, boom, and fold it flat like that. And then you can bring this back down with a little tab. And then if you need to stuff some blankets or anything like that, you can, or you can push them up, pull this up, and have a solid storage space where nothing can roll out. There's even a divider there, so you can put in some different sections. Now, let's talk about the front area. One of the coolest things that I can show you from this angle, click this button, the shifter moves down, this whole tray comes forward, so if you need to set up your laptop or your eating lunch or anything like that, how cool is this whole tray system? Now, everything else is pretty hard to show you guys from that angle, so I'm gonna hop behind the camera and show you guys the driver's cockpit. All right, before we get into the driver's cockpit, let's talk a little bit of the door panel. I like this kind of jean look that they have here, and for some reason Fords always come down like this. I kind of like that. A little bit of wood trim, have our steering window controls and our mirror controls, locking and memory seat settings, and then you have the unlock handle here, a little bit of storage down here, more storage down here. Storage is everything that this truck has. You have lots of control switches down here, so lights on either mirrors, opening the tailgate or the trunk, the frunk or the tailgate, your window or your light control switches, your rear light on the back of the bed, electronic parking brake, moving your foot pedals, so you can move your foot pedals in or out through the switch of this button right here. And then this is the emergency release for the frunk. Then you have additional storage down around your knee area. Lots of seat controls. I love this black and gray ventilated seats. Leather options. Of course, we do have the massive tablet size display screen and the power button right behind the steering wheel. So then we have the turn signal stick. On the left side of the steering wheel, have cruise control with active stop and go radar cruise control. Then your main menu adjustment button on the right side, so you can go through and adjust the full digital gauge cluster. And then your trailer assist for backing up. Your trailer brake release right here. Trailer disconnected. You have the massive large tablet screen that we'll come back to. I love the upper dash area with this stitching, extra storage space there. Then your actual glove compartment down here, a little bit smaller because you do have the split too. 12-volt converter there, actual full plug right there. USB-C, USB charging ports, wireless device charging tray, 2 cup holders, and then kind of like a cell phone holder or a key holder, something small there. And then like I had before, you click this button, your shifter will power up, and now you can actually engage into those shifts or the transmission options. I kind of like how they did this because they could have just had little buttons like right here for park, drive, reverse, neutral, but I like how it's an actual shifter so that you kind of have a place to rest your hand. It's in a really good spot, although it is a little bit wiggly, but I still like it. I love the fact that you can do that and then push this forward and you have this whole massive tray area here. How incredible is that for setting up your laptop if you're need to do some work? 2 rear cup holders for the back seats. And then it also opens up with a lock, so you can lock it if you need it to be secure. But more additional storage, tray that comes out, another USB-C and a USB charger. There's charging ports absolutely everywhere. Now, front of that, we also have the Bang & Olufsen sound system upgraded. We have the fatigue alert Blue Cruise sensors right there, kind of tucked away to the side. I like that. And then, yeah, you have this massive infotainment system. Your climate control is at the bottom. If you want, you can click this button and it will bring up full display climate control. But really, you just leave it on auto and you set your temperature and you're good. We're on FM radio here. We can go to main menu. We can go into the settings button. We can go into the camera button, so 360 camera button, or exited that. So it's saying our frunk is not shut. So let's click this button over here. Our frunk is ajar. Our frunk is opening. And then we want to close it. Let's click that button again. Now the frunk is closing. Let's go into the settings here for what you can do in this. I like how it shows you the truck there. We got sport. We got off-road, we got tow haul, we got the one-touch pedal feel. You can activate the locking differential, go into editing the sound, phoneless, driver's assistance, so cruise control, auto brake hold, pre-collision, rear view camera delay. You can go through and customize all of that. Vehicle information. So one thing I like is the rear occupant alert. So if I shut the car off right here, you get a rear occupant alert that pops up and just says, hey, check your back seats. Make sure you didn't leave your kid or your dog in the car. I guess it doesn't say dog, but just check your back seats, and it shows you that child seat. I like that 4 built tough opening animation you get when you start back up. General. Oh, I didn't show us the cover in the front. That's why. So we're going to hit no. I'll do that when I get out. So there's so much adjustability that Ford lets you do with their infotainment system. I think this is honestly like best in class compared to what I've seen between other brands and stuff like that. This is I'm quite impressed. Zone lighting, turning on power, so you can turn around the lights all around the vehicle. I like how much customizability you have with the Ford Lightning's infotainment system, and I absolutely love the fact that you click this and the shifter comes back. Coming up, we have the auto dimming rear mirror, universal garage door opener, we have the lights, sunglass holder, I didn't know those still existed in cars, and the massive glass panoramic sun. Literally the whole thing is incredible. Another cool thing that Jim pointed out to me in the rear seats is this little juice box holder. So I don't know, maybe a cell phone for an older person or a juice box for a young kid, but that's cool. There's a little like juice box holder in there for in case you have a kid in the back seat. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget, if you're in the Toronto marketplace, come visit Thorncrest Ford to purchase your F-150 Lightning. Reach out to the salesperson, Jim. I'll leave his email in the link down below. He's amazing. His product knowledge is out of this world, so make sure you guys reach out to him. Tell him that you guys watched this video and you're interested in purchasing the Ford F-150, and Jim will hook you guys up. Thank you so much. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.